Hello friends, welcome back. If you are new here, I use science to help you cut through fitness myths and make informed choices for your health and well-being. Today, we're breaking down a question that confuses a lot of people. Why does your training need to look different depending on your goals? So we'll talk about some main goals: strength, hypertrophy, mobility, and cardiovascular fitness, and how your workouts should change depending on what you're trying to achieve. So let's start with strength. When we talk about strength, we mean your ability to produce maximal force, to lift the heaviest weight possible for one effort. Research shows that strength gains come primarily from neurological adaptations, your brain and nervous system learning to recruit more muscle fibers and coordinate movement more efficiently. A 2003 meta-analysis found that the most effective training intensity for increasing maximal strength is around 80 to 90% of your 1 rep max, and roughly 1 to 5 reps per set, with a decent rest period of 2 minutes plus. The key here is intensity. You're lifting heavy enough to challenge your nervous system. At this level, you might not actually feel the burn, but your body is developing coordination, motor unit recruitment, and joint stability. And it is completely normal to feel fatigued systemically. Your nervous system feels taxed, not necessarily your muscles burning. Okay, so hypertrophy, what is that? Well, hypertrophy is the increase in muscle size. This is often something that can get a little bit confusing because you can get stronger without getting much bigger, and vice versa. Hypertrophy occurs when you place your muscles under mechanical tension and metabolic stress, so essentially challenging the muscle fibers enough to trigger repair and growth. According to a 2017 study, hypertrophy can occur across a wide range of rep ranges, from 5 to 35, as long as the sets are taken closer to failure. The said sweet spot for most people is 6 to 12 reps per set, using around 60 to 80% of your 1 rep max, with shorter rest intervals. Now, this is where you're more likely to feel a muscular burn or pump and some soreness in the following days. But that's not what drives growth, remember? It's the progressive overload over time that matters most. All right, let's talk mobility. Mobility is about more than flexibility. It's your ability to move through a range of motion with control and strength. While stretching can temporarily increase range of motion, studies like this 2018 one show that strength training through a full range of motion can be just as effective for improving flexibility, while also in the process improving joint stability and muscle coordination. This means deep squats, controlled lunges, loaded carries often do more for your long-term mobility than static stretching alone. If your goal is mobility, focus on controlled movement quality, end range strength, and joint specific exercises. You're probably not going to feel much burn, but you'll gain coordination and resilience. So finally, cardiovascular training. This involves improving your heart, lungs, and circulatory system. Cardio adaptations are systemic. Your heart becomes stronger, your capillaries expand, and your body becomes more efficient at delivering oxygen to working muscles. According to the American College of Sports Medicine, cardiovascular improvements occur when working at 60 to 85% of your max heart rate for 20 to 30 minutes. But intensity matters here too. High intensity interval training, alternating short bursts of effort with recovery, can improve both aerobic and anaerobic fitness in less total time, as shown like this 2012 study. So while steady state cardio improves endurance and recovery capacity, high intensity training trains your body to tolerate higher intensities. Both have value depending on your goals. So how would these goals feel in your body? Strength training feels neurologically taxing. You might not feel sore, but you probably feel quite drained. Hypertrophy feels muscular. You might feel burning sensation or a pump during sets, and sometimes you could feel sore after. Mobility feels like controlled effort, precision, and stability at an end range of motion. Cardio feels hard on your cardiovascular system. Breathing rate, heart rate, and endurance capacity all rise. Each goal trains different adaptations. Not one is better than the other. They're just different tools for different outcomes. Your body adapts to the specific demands you place on it. That is called the SAID principle: specific adaptation to imposed demands. If you train for strength, you'll get stronger. If you train for muscle growth, you'll get bigger. If you train for endurance, you'll get better at sustaining effort. Always ask yourself, what am I training for? Why am I doing this? Because once you know that, you can align, and I can help you align your training with your actual goals, not just random effect. As always, remember, it is your body, your choice. I'm just here to help you make informed ones.